Hello everybody, welcome to Chinese Pod. I'm Joy.
And I'm Joe.
Today we're going to talk about 成语 with numbers, and these numbers are pretty big in terms of digits. We've got 9, that's 9, third tone, and 10, which is 10, second tone. Okay, so 9 and 10, what would you think about? If I say 9 or 10, 9 out of 10?
9 out of 10 sounds like very bigger numbers and generally like a higher percentage maybe, especially when we have it used in together with other numbers or talking about proportions.
Exactly. So it's going to be about big numbers or things very likely to happen. Let's check out the 成语 now. Okay, so I have the first 成语 for you that uses the number 9, which is 9, and that goes 九牛一毛.
Okay, so 牛 is a cow. So we have 9 cows and then 1 plus 毛, which is hair.
Exactly. So 毛 you can use for hair or fur. But let me give you something interesting. So you know in the West we have those cows that people milk, those pattern cows. Chinese cows are water buffalo.
Oh, you mean the ones with the horns in front of a wagon?
Yeah, in front of a wagon or
okay.
like in the farm. So when we talk about Chinese cows, those are the kind of 牛. And I noticed one more thing that I'm sure you can explain, which is the tone change.
Oh, you mean the one with 1. Okay, so 1 is normally pronounced as E when we only talk about the number 1. But if this is paired up with a word that has the second tone, then the E changes to the fourth tone and it becomes E. So here it's not E Mao, it is E Mao.
Exactly. So 九牛一毛. We've got 9 cows, and if there 9 water buffalo. If there are 9 water buffalo and there's only 1 hair, in terms of comparison, what do you think that 成语 might mean?
Like something big and then something very tiny. So we talk about probabilities maybe here. So something that is unlikely maybe, or very small, generally speaking?
Very small.
Okay.
So insignificant. For example, an insignificant amount. Let's say, for instance, this guy is quite wealthy. So 100 yuan is not going to be a lot of money for him.
Okay.
So let's say we all go eat and he pays for everybody, street food, and it's 100 yuan for a bunch of people. So we could say 这些钱只是九牛一毛.
Oh, so this amount of money for him is just like 1 hair on 9 buffaloes, like nothing.
Exactly.
Okay. So if I want to be, for example, very modest about my Chinese abilities, could I say something like, oh, the amount I've learned so far is very small, like compared to all the things there are?
Yeah, sure. So if you wanted to say, what I know is very little, but I could be learning so much more, I could say, 我知道的只是九牛一毛，还有很多可以学.
Oh, so yeah, I still have a lot to learn.
Exactly.
Like everyone, I guess.
And which is the case for all subjects.
And I noticed that you put this only is in front, right? 只是. So that's very commonly used with this 成语.
I think so, because it's a small amount. So this is only a small amount. And then that could be a standalone sentence, or you can add more explanation after. Okay, so our next 成语 has 3 pretty big numbers. That's 8, 8, 9, 9, and 10, 10. So that one is 10 之八九.
Ah, okay. So here we have 之 in between or after the 10. And 之 is basically another word for de. So it means of or out of. So now we have it together with 10. So it's out of 10 and then 八九. So it's 8 or 9 out of 10.
Exactly.
So it's probably, now it's talking about likelihood, right?
Yeah, that's right. This time it is exactly talking about proportions. So the literal translation is out of 10, it's going to be 8 or 9. So that's literally 80 or 90%. So we could use it for probability, for instance, a chance of rain. In a full sentence, I can say 明天10之八九会下雨.
Oh, so 80 to 90% tomorrow it will be raining.
Yes.
So I'll definitely take my umbrella tomorrow.
Exactly.
Okay.
Now, we can also use 10之八九 as a standalone answer.
Or like if I had asked you, oh, will it rain tomorrow?
Exactly. Then I can just say 十之八九.
Yeah, 80 to 90%. I guess you can use it to talk about many things that are related to probability, not only weather. So I could maybe ask you, oh, is he coming today or tomorrow? And you can answer this.
Exactly. So if we're pretty sure he's coming, I can say 他十之八九会来.
Okay, so 80 or 90% probability that he is coming. And you will often find this 成语 together with 会 to indicate that it's something happening in the future. So it's 会 and then the verb afterwards.
Exactly. So we're making a conjecture about something that we're not totally sure of in the future, but the probability is very high that it'll happen. Let me give you another one. That one goes 十拿九稳.
Okay, that sounds very similar, like because we have again 10 and then 9. And now this time it's combined with na, which is to take. So take 10 times and then what was it? 九稳. Oh, there's a tone change, right?
There is.
Okay, wait. So it's two third tones, 九 and 稳. So it's 九稳. Okay, and this is 9 stable. So taking it 10 times and 9 are stable.
Exactly. So here it's interesting because na is a verb. So we're talking about a narrower version of probability. This applies to something that I do. For instance, a skill or maybe signing a contract or some kind of case. Out of 10 times that I want to take something or do something, 9 are stable. So they're set. And that's what 稳, that means stable or solid.
Okay, so the 成语 we had before is more talking about neutral probability, like anything that happens and that I probably cannot really influence. But this was more about something I do, something that I can influence, and yeah, maybe a skill, as you said.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe it's something more concrete. For example, this is an idea that I can definitely make happen.
Okay.
In this case, I can say 这是个十拿九稳的办法.
Oh, okay. 办法 is a method or, yeah.
A solution or
Okay.
method. So it would work for sure.
Okay. So we use this to talk about things that I can actively do, and often it comes with things that are related to skills. Well, can I, if I am having a test tomorrow and I'm super certain I'm well prepared and I'm good at this, can I use this here somehow?
Yeah, so if you're confident in tomorrow's test-taking abilities, you can say 明天的考试我十拿九稳.
Okay. So yeah, I'm certain like tomorrow will be good. Like 10 I'm taking it 10 times, but I will pass 9 times. Is that good? Yeah, it sounds pretty good.
Yeah, and we can also use it to describe, for example, other skill sets like competitions. That's 比赛. So I can say 明天的比赛我十拿九稳.
Okay, so I'm very certain about tomorrow's competition.
Okay, so this next one we're going to talk about I really like because it means perfection.
Oh.
And that's going to be 2 tens, because 1 ten's not enough, you got to have 2. So that one goes 十全十美.
Okay, here we have like the 2 tens, and then we have 全 and 美, which is like 全 is like complete or perfect as well, and 美 is beautiful or perfect. So it's basically both perfect. So it's tens and perfects all together.
Yeah, so it's like, how beautiful is it? It's complete and fully perfect. 全 is like full. 美 is beauty. So 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10, okay.
Which really doesn't describe most things in the world, right?
Yeah, probably not. Like there's pretty much nothing that is perfect in this world, right?
Yeah.
How would you say this sentence?
这个世界没有十全十美的事.
But I think you are perfect. How would you say this sentence in Chinese?
但是你十全十美.
So if you want to flatter someone to the utmost extent, you can just combine those two and say, okay, I don't think there's anything perfect in the world, but you are.
世界上没有十全十美的事，但是你十全十美。
Okay, be sure to learn that one for yourself. Okay, today we talked about Chengyu that are related to the numbers 9 and 10. And we normally talk about big numbers here, and it often comes with things that are talking about probabilities or likelihood. So in the beginning we talked about 9 compared to a very small number to say that something is insignificant or a very tiny amount. We had like 1 hair on 9 oxes or something, water buffaloes.
九牛一毛, it's not a big deal.
And then we talked about 9 or 8 out of 10 in terms of speaking about probabilities of something to happen.
十之八九, where 之 means of.
And after that we talked about something that you can do yourself, and it's still like 9 times out of 10 it will be stable.
我十拿九稳,
And then of course the perfection.
十全十美. Okay, thank you so much for joining us today. Please make some sentences down in the comments below. I'll see you next time. I'm Joy.
And I'm Joe.
下次见.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Head over to ChinesePod.com and get access to all the extra features from this lesson. Follow the link below.